Today we are stopping by the Salvation Army to do a little home decor thrifting, and we're just going to be thrifting for anything else that we might be able to use in our home. I will be showing you my thrift haul all throughout the video, so let's go thrifting in Salvation Army today and see what we can find. So I'm going to take a minute just to look up and scan that top shelf. I've mentioned this before, but I haven't mentioned it in a while. So when you go into the thrift store, stand back and just kind of scan. Look at that top shelf. Look at that bottom shelf if you were able to get down and look underneath and behind and all the things. You will be surprised what you find on that top shelf and that bottom. A lot of people thrift, as I like to say, with eye-level eyes, and that means you're just thrifting with what you see eye level. So don't forget to look up and down. For $2, I went ahead and got this double 5x7 frame set here. I love these that have this just very old vintage look to them, just kind of wore out look. I love those, and I think that these are so cool to have. I actually have pictures here of Riley and Carson from their t-ball and softball teams this year, so I thought these would be perfect for those. So let me get this cleaned up, get this sticker off, and then show y'all where I'm going to put this. So I am always on the lookout for seasonal decor that I can use in my home that is like practical items, like this pie plate here in the shape of a pumpkin. I thought that this was a gorgeous piece that I could have used in my decor. It does have a pretty good crack up there, but I did look this up. I was pretty surprised to see this was a very expensive piece online, even on like eBay. So I thought that that would have been very cute, but I didn't want to get it with that big crack. So I did also see this napkin that has some beautiful fall colors in it that would look great like hanging out of a basket or just as a part of your place setting, something like that. So I'm definitely on the hunt for seasonal decor all throughout the year. Next up is this white gardenia and jasmine candle. Y'all, this smells so good. Gardenia is one of my favorite scents, and so when I saw this, I was just hoping that it would be pretty full, and it was. I do not think that $2 was a bad deal. I wish it was only like $1, but candles are kind of expensive, and this is originally a Threshold brand candle. Now it did go to Dirt Cheap, it looks like, and they had it priced at $5. And like I said, it is barely burned, so I'm assuming somebody bought it maybe at Dirt Cheap, burned it a little bit, did not like the scent, and then so they donated it. That happens a lot. But I absolutely love this smell. Let me put it up here and let y'all see if you can smell it. Just kidding, I know you can't, just trying to be funny. But anyway, yes, so definitely smell one of these if you are in a store or you see one in a thrift store, because it is amazing. And finding candles like this that are pretty full are also great for melting down and using this wax to put in something else if you want to. However, I'm going to leave this one in this. I love the cover here, or the sticker, excuse me, on the front. I think it's very pretty. So I'm going to go put this in place and get it lit and get my house smelling like gardenia and jasmine. If memory serves me correctly, I do believe that I saw these very plates here the last time that I was in Salvation Army. And my opinion is I believe they're still here because they have a $10 price tag on them. As you can see rolling on the right side of the screen here, I tried to pull up some comps to these plates. And on the top left, there was this same exact plate listed for $10. So I am assuming that's why the thrift store put that price tag on it. So as a lot of you know, Longaberger makes some beautiful baskets. When you find one at the thrift store, you better grab it. So that's what got my attention when I spotted this bowl. It had a basket weave looking pattern to it. And I thought, oh my goodness, that bowl looks like a basket. Well, sure enough, these are made by Longaberger. And I am going to put up some comps for you here in just a little bit. I did think that these were priced very well. It's so surprising to me that something like this that's worth this amount of money online, they price it really well. But then like those plates I showed you a while ago are priced at $10 a piece. It has got to just be different people pricing stuff. That's the only reason I can think of that you see such a variation in prices on different things, like because their values are somewhat of the same sometimes, but then the things will be priced so differently in the thrift store. But anyway, there was a whole set of 5, definitely worth the money for that. They also had some of these beautiful Wexford glasses. I love a lot of Wexford glass pieces in my home. I have a lot of different glasses. I have a cookie jar. I have a decanter. I just have a lot of different things that are Wexford glass. So my first thought on this basket was I could use this for a basket trash can. But then once I pulled it down, I realized this is too big to fit in either one of my bathrooms where I would need it to go. So I thought, okay, this might also work as a Christmas tree skirt. Now stay with me. So this is what the basket looks like right here. And for this bigger end right here, what you could do is you could flip this upside down, cut this part of the basket out, and then put a Christmas tree down in here. Now a very large Christmas tree or a very small Christmas tree would definitely not work for this, but if you had just the right size Christmas tree, it would probably work, because I bet you that the base, if you could find one where the base wasn't any bigger than this, you could just slide this right over, you know, the little Christmas tree stand or prongs or whatever that are usually down there. Like I said, and just cut your hole out here and then just set your tree down in there. That would be beautiful. However, I have decided that I am going to use this onto the addition, the new patio that we just had it on. We have a fire pit out there, like a gas fire pit. It has a cover on it, and I want something out there to kind of just break up the concrete and the black kind of look. And since this was only $2 at the thrift store, I think I'm going to use this just to sit on that fire pit with a plant in it. Like I said, this will eventually ruin over time, I know that, but hopefully it will last all summer. I'll throw it away once it ruins, again, because it was only $2, and then I can get another one for next summer. So let's go put this out there where I want to put it and see how it looks. And I have no idea why right now that everything I look at, I think about putting a Christmas tree in it. But I did want to give you an idea. At the thrift store, look at this tissue box. This was a pretty heavy, like ceramic tissue box. And again, I think that would be something great that you could put a little small mini Christmas tree in. The box was perfectly heavy enough to hold the Christmas tree up. It's the shape of a box, so it just kind of breaks up that traditional look of just the skirt around the bottom. Putting it in a tissue box, even if it's like a tabletop Christmas tree, I think would be adorable. So definitely think outside of the Kleenex box. Okay, next up is this. I do not know what this is. I honestly think that it is some sort of laundry bag. It has this material on it. It is really, really thick. And my thoughts are this is either a laundry bag that you can like hang up on the back of a door, because it does have like this, you know, pretty big hook up here. Or this is some kind of something to do for fish. I don't know. I did smell it. I know that's weird. I said, what if this is something to do with like fish? I don't know, like hang off your boat, put fish in. I don't know. That's probably not it. Probably all laughing at me about that, but I wasn't sure what I'm going to use it for. Oh, it was $2. But when I saw this, and when it didn't smell like fish, I decided I would go ahead and get it. Not for laundry. I'm going to use this for pool toys. So I have a pool. We have a pool deck. We have an above ground pool. And we have a pool deck that the struggle for getting toys in something is real. So I think what I'm going to do is go get a hook and put it on one of the poles closest to the pool, where as soon as they step out, or they can even throw them in there while they're in the pool, just kind of make it like a game. So I'm going to get a hook, hang this up right by the pool, and then it can drip. Either the water can drip back into the pool, or... Hi there. There's Elizabeth's little cat, Cinder. You're not supposed to be on the bar though, so get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. No. Get down. Get down. Thank you. So anyway, let's go do this now. I don't know if I should. I don't really think I'm going to clean this, because if I just dip it in the chlorine water, that's kind of like disinfecting it too, isn't it? I will get I will get the price tag off and go hang this up and show y'all what I'm talking about. So here's our pool, and my husband added these onto our pool deck right here to hold an umbrella. I tried to hook it on here, but it wasn't long enough. So he also has, we're gonna leave those spider webs alone for now, but he also has this motion light that he added, and so I was able to just hook this onto that, and it's perfect because, as you can see, it's just long enough, I guess, so that it can drip. It can't necessarily drip back into the pool, but that's okay. So I'm going to put all of these like smaller pool toys in here, and that way when they're up here playing in the pool, they can, but you know what, I really wanted it to be able to hang like that, but I don't know, this is just gonna have to work for now, and maybe when it's not 150 degrees out here, I can come back out here and try to find some other kind of system. But for now, I'm just going to get all of these, those look broke, little pool toys that the kids play with in here, and voila, I have all of the small little pool toys in here, and the water can drain out of them, and I can even do it like that. Yeah, there we go. So the water kind of just drains back into the pool. I need to put some chlorine in that. It has flipped over. I just noticed that. But yeah, so super excited. So think outside of the laundry hamper hangy thingy, if that's what this even is, and get excited about putting your pool toys in there. And the kids will think that's fun because they're going to be right by the pool, and they can put it in there, and then they can just pull it over here if they want to come over here and get something out. So yeah, excited about that $2 find. Normally, I do not buy beauty products like this. Well, this isn't really, I don't know, is this considered a beauty product? I do not normally buy things like body wash, shampoo, different things like that at the thrift store. Just because I'm always scared, what if somebody puts something else in those before they donated them? So I'm real funny about that. Excuse me, ma'am. No, ma'am. Get down. Get down. Okay, I had to set her down. She's still learning. But anyway, I got this one because, for one, this is a very good brand. I've used this before, and it is a very good brand. So for $1.50, this thing is practically full, y'all. So I'm thinking maybe somebody used it like one time and didn't like it. I've used this before, and I actually love it. Have very thin hair, and so I need root lifting, all the sprays for root lifting. And I went ahead and got this one just because it is a spray can. So my thoughts are it's going to be a lot harder for somebody to take this tip off and try to put something down in here that maybe is not good for you. So I went ahead and grabbed this just because it is like in a spray can. So that's why I don't buy stuff like that at the thrift store, because I'm always terrified that maybe somebody's added something to it that's, you know, not good. So anyway, but since this one was spray, I went with it for $1.50, and I'm super excited to have this in my stash because I love this stuff and it actually really does work. I'm going to put up a comp here that I found online just because I have paid full price for it before, so I know how much it cost. It's expensive, but not today it wasn't. So I got this for little Addie. I think she will really like this. I'm sure Briley will like it too. But it is this little fun felt board and pieces, and these kind of have a line on them where you can kind of punch them out and use them on this felt board. Let me turn it over on the back where y'all can kind of hopefully see it. So here's the board, and then it has all these little pieces that are felt, and you can play with it on there, like mix and match it all up, it says, and these little pieces stick to it. I mean, I love stuff like that as a kid, and so I wasn't really sure at first. I thought, well, I paid $1.50 for this. It was probably only like $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. But when I looked it up, this apparently is an older piece. It's not sold at the Dollar Tree, and online on eBay or somewhere, I'll put up the comp right here and show y'all that if you were wanting to purchase this somewhere else besides the thrift store like I did, or a garage sale or something like that, you're probably going to pay up for it. I guess maybe because it's My Little Pony. Is that what it is? Is it My Little Pony, or are they just ponies? I'm not really sure why they were so expensive online. I think it was like $15, as y'all can see. But yeah, Eddie will love this, and she can play with this in the car when they travel or anything like that. So I'm excited to get that to her this weekend. $2.99 for this Bible carrying case is a very good deal, y'all. These are so expensive in the store. So yeah, definitely $2.99 is a good deal. And I do notice now that they have added another piano back here in their furniture section. The first one they have back here, it has not gone anywhere. It's still sitting there for that price. I think they had $299 on it or something like that. I can't remember. But look at this fun little record case, y'all. I think that this is so fun. It said that it was missing the magnet, so I kind of wanted to show y'all just how it worked. But even if you did not use this to hold records or anything like that, wouldn't that make a fun little shoe cabinet? They had a lot of big furniture pieces in Salvation Army on this day, so I'm just going to take a minute to show you a few of those up close, what the prices are, just so you can kind of see what furniture is going for here at the thrift stores in my area. So out of all of the pillows at Salvation Army today, this was probably the cutest one that I saw. I just want to give a shout out real quick to all of you nurses. Thank you for everything that you do for your patients on a daily basis. Give us a comment down below if you are a nurse, and from me personally, I say thank you. Okay, now I thought that this was an interesting piece, and if any of you have ever used Create a Drape, let us know. I know that the pictures probably make this look so easy, but I can probably promise you that there is somebody out there that has tried this Create a Drape, and it did not turn out looking like the picture. It's kind of like those recipes you pull up on Pinterest, and then you compare your picture to the Pinterest picture of your meal or your dessert or whatever that you're trying to recreate, and it just does not look the same. So I was excited to see that they have a lot of their linens hanging up on this round hanging rack now. So I'm going to take a minute to play Ring Around the Linens and just look for anything that grabs my attention. And what that might be is like a certain color or a certain style of fabric, like the texture, you know, something like that that just gets my attention. So this is how I go through the linens. I usually go through them pretty fast, just looking for something that grabs my attention. Here in a minute, you will see that I do pull something out, and I think it's like a valance or something like that. But the thing that caught my attention when I saw it, yeah, this one right here, was the color of it. It had that almost mustardy looking color that I really like. So I wanted to pull it out and just see what it was, because you honestly never know. And then right before I go to check out, I spot this beautiful blouse. So I'm going to stop and take just a minute to look at this. And then as I was heading to the checkout line, I saw this beautiful blue with the white stripe shirt, and it has the longer back, which I love. This is very thin. I will have to wear something under it, but being in Texas and considering that it already feels like it's 150 degrees right now, this is going to be great for this summer. I can even wear this fall and winter because it is a long sleeve. But I got this to wear mainly to church or just somewhere dressy or nice. I can put a little white tank top or something under it so that it won't be so hot. Did not have a name brand or anything. And y'all did see the size on the footage that I was showing y'all. So the buttons are all good. They're all here. So remember, I've told y'all to always check the armpits of clothes and make sure that all the buttons are there. The blue is one of my favorite colors to wear as far as clothing goes. So yeah, I paid $5.88. Little up there for me for a thrift store, but I know I would have paid more than that at a retail store, and it looked practically brand new. So fun to get this. All right, thank y'all so much for coming thrift shopping with me and Salvation Army. I hope that you do feel like you are just thrifting along with a friend. I love thrifting, and I want y'all to be able to feel like you're just thrifting with me in the store. So I hope that that comes through in my videos. We hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video.